Third time's a charm. Dot plots, lesson 4.3. Our target for the day is I can display data using dot plots. What's a dot plot, you ask? Well, a dot plot is a way to visually display the spread of data using a number line with dots equally spaced above each value. That is a dot plot. The number of dots represents the number of times each value is in the data set. So picture a data set from when we were doing measures of center yesterday or last week sometime. We had sets of numbers. If we put them over a number line, we would have a dot plot. And each dot would represent one of those numbers. Clusters and gaps in the data are really easy to see in a dot plot. For visual people, this is a wonderful tool. Example 1, we have a dot plot that shows us the number of siblings each student in Darla's class has. Use the plot to answer the questions below. First question is, how many students are in Darla's class? Well, each student was asked one time, so their answer is 1 dot, which means each dot represents 1 student. So all we need to do is add up how many dots there are in total. There's 5 over the 0, there's 10 over the 1, there's 5 over the 2, 2 over the 3, 4, 1 over 4, 5, and 10. One student has a large family. Add those up, we have 25 students in Darla's class. Next question. What is the mode of the number of siblings? Well, look for the largest stack of dots. The mode is the number that appears the most. This tells us that the largest stack of dots tells us that the number was given the most when students answered the questions. In this case, the tallest stack is 1, so our mode is 1. Even though there are 10 dots over the 1, the mode is not 10. That just tells us how many times the 1 was there. There's only one mode, and that mode is 10. Mode is 1. The mode is 1, not 10. Not 10. Next question. How many students have either 0 or 1 sibling? Well, count the number of dots above the 0 and the 1. In this case, there are 15 students with either 1 or no siblings. Next question. What percent of students have 3 or more siblings? Well, in this case, we need to find out how many students have 3 or more siblings. So we'll count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there are 5 students that have only 3 or more siblings. To find a percent, we can make a fraction from the numbers we find with 3 or more siblings over the total number of siblings. So we'll make a fraction, 5 over 25. Then we can divide that to get a decimal with which we can make a percent. We have our decimal, 2/10 or 20/100ths, which we know, there's a typo here in this slide, we can move the decimal 2 places to the right, not left, and add a percent sign to find 20%. So 20% of the students have 3 or more siblings.